Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Corey, and today I'm gonna make a DIY. I'm gonna do a bee wreath, and I'm gonna use a styrofoam, which I went ahead and painted it. I used the yellow from Apple Barrel paint, and then I used the black paint from Apple Barrel also. And what I did, I painted it all black because of course the styrofoam is green. And then I used painter's tape, which I put across like this on each one like that, and end up painting it yellow. That's how I end up getting my stripes on here, which I'm sure you guys know about that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start doing this project. And I also painted this cute little bee that I had gotten this at Hobby Lobby. But before I glue this on, I am also going to use a ribbon that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. This cute ribbon with the bee on it. And then I got some of this from the dollar store, mesh ribbon, it's called. I'm going to be using some of this also on my wreath. And then I'm also going to add one of these little honeycomb sticks also. And the reason you see this is like the honey dripping. I had showed this in another video that I did. What I did is I put hot glue on it, and then I used some gold paint, and I just painted it over the glue. So that's how it turned out. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my hot glue. I'm gonna add some hot glue to the back of this. And then I'll add some E6000 later. But just for the video purpose right now, I'm going to add this hot glue, which I do use Gorilla Glue. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue this on here. And I'm just going to press it down, of course. Okay. While that dries, I'm going to go ahead and make the ribbon. And I'm going to just set this aside. And I'm going to go ahead and start making my ribbon. I'm going to need a pair of scissors. Okay. And usually how I do my ribbon, I'm not a professional making a ribbon, but I end up folding it like 4 times. Let's see. A little longer than this. Yeah. And then so I go, that was 1. That's 2. 3. And 4. And this ribbon does have wire on the edge right here, and I can feel it, and you can kind of see it through here. Okay, once I get that done, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut it here. Okay. And then now, I'm going to go ahead and add my, I'll go ahead and use this mesh lace also. My ribbon. This is a pretty lace though. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and fold this one also. I'm going to do it 4 times also. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And I'm going to cut this there. And then I'm going to add it on top of, this is going to go on top, my bee ribbon, and that one's going to go in the bottom, the mesh ribbon. But before I do that, I usually fold my ribbon in half. Okay. And then I'm going to cut the center. I'm just going to cut like a little bit, not too much of the ribbon, just in the center, just so I can tie it there. And then I can shape my ribbon right there, just a little bit. And then I'm going to get a piece of twine. Okay, and I'm going to tie it. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put it together with my mush. And I'm just going to together, and then I'm going to make a knot back here and just pull it together. I'm going to make 2 knots here. And once I do that, I'm just going to fluff out my ribbon, spread it out, fluff it out. Do the same with this other end. And then now I'm going to want to open up my other one too, my mush. This is the first time I'm using this mush, so there. And then just take your time to fix your ribbon, fix it the way you want it to look. Like I said, I'm not a professional making ribbons, so I do it the best I can. And then this little one right here, I'm going to kind of cut it a little short right there and make like a little tail there. Like that. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, let's see. And that's so far how my ribbon looks. And then I'm going to add a tail to this ribbon. Here, how long? Yeah, that's about good right there. And on this one too, I'm gonna cut some little tails on it too, little duck tails. So this is how it looks after you cut it. And I think I'm going to add some of this mesh ribbon to it also. I don't know how that's going to turn out to look, but I like this. It looks really pretty. And I did get this at the dollar store. And it's the first time I've seen this there. I guess it's new this year, because I don't remember seeing this last year there. But they do have a lot of different pretty colors. I seen like a green, and I even seen sort of like a rust color, which they kind of reminds me more like a fall color. And what are their colors? They had white. And then this beige color. So I guess that's the only colors they have. Okay, and then I'm going to get this and just put it over this mush thing. And I'm just going to gather this together. Let's see. Now this side, this ribbon's a little longer than this other side, but I'll see how it looks right now, and I can always trim it. And I'm just going to go ahead and tie this to the back of my ribbon. Okay, and that's how my ribbon looks like. Now this side's a little too long, so I might have to trim. I think I'm going to trim this side too. There. Then I'll trim this side. Let's see. Yeah. This one's kind of too long also. So I'm just going to trim that a little bit there. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good right there. Okay. Oh, you don't want that. And I'm gonna center my ribbon on there, on my wreath, and that's how it's gonna look. Now this I'm probably gonna have to trim it still a little bit more because it came out a little bit longer than the other side did. I'm just going to press on that, make sure it stays. And you could use a tie also, which I should have put one, but I can always add a tie afterwards to make sure it doesn't come off. But it actually will stay, because I've done so many wreaths with the hot glue, and they usually stay on there really good. I never seem to have a problem for it to fall off or anything. I'm going to go ahead and just trim this a little bit more still. That's how it looks so far. Maybe here. It stays on there. That one too, I'm probably going to add some E6000 afterwards. That's going on there. Blue here. I'm going to add some little eyes too. My little bee. Okay. Seems like I got glue all over my fingers. Okay. And just to add, let's see. There. And looks like something's missing on my little bee there. Should probably put a mouth on it too. Yeah, I think I'm going to paint over that. I don't want the way that mouth looks on it. I don't like it. Let's see. Okay. And that's how my wreath looks like. I just love the way this bee ribbon is. I think it's so cute. Okay, that's for my DIY number 1. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and set this in the side here. My DIY number 2, and I'm going to put some wax paper down. Okay, and for this one, DIY number 2, it's a cutting board, and this is one that I had picked up in, I got this in the thrift store, and I loved it when I seen it. Then I got it, brought it home, sanded it all down with my sander, and you can tell this had a lot of use into it. You can see all the little cracks on this board, so you can tell whoever had this, they did a lot of use in this board. What I did is first I painted it black, and I didn't like the way it looked in black, so I decided to paint it with the white. I use a white chalk paint on it, and then I use my sander little thing, I sand around the edges right here just to distress it a little on the top. Around the whole edge I actually did my edges. You can see where I distressed it, and I like the way it looks now, and I decided to use this. I had just purchased this at the dollar store, the stencil, Farmers Local Fresh Market, and I love this stencil when I seen it, and they had quite other stencils that you can use for Farmhouse, and so I decided, okay, this is a perfect stencil I can use for this cutting board that I'm gonna place in my kitchen. And I'm gonna place this in the center now. Okay, my cutting board. And what I liked about this cutting board, because it has these creases going up here, and I had used a ruler, and I went down with the ruler, so I can just have these lines up on my board right here, my cutting board. And I just love the way this looks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use black apple barrel also. And I'm going to use my sponge for my stencil. And usually I'll tap on my, I'll tap down on my sheet here before I start to paint, because I just want to make sure it's not going to bleed. So I just want to make sure I don't add too much paint to this. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and lift this up. And I can tell I got some paint up on top there, which I'm going to have to redo this. And gee, I can't even get it up myself. Okay, there I go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slowly. Slowly on there. Oh, there. And I'm going to have to rinse this and wash this out. Of course. Oh, I love the way this just came out. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to add a little bit of this paint to it. Set this on the side here. And I'm just going to paint my little edges right here where I got black a little bit. And a little bit of paint to that. Okay, let's see my paintbrush here. Guess I'll use this paintbrush. And this is how my sign looks so far. For next, I'm going to go ahead and add some twine also, which I'm going to be using this twine here. It's Crafter Square also. I got this twine. I think it's new this year also at the dollar store. So I'm going to put some twine around here on top. Okay. Cut my edges here. Okay. Oh, it's like a knot here. Okay, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to add a little bit of glue on the back of this. I'm just going to put some glue there before I start to, so it can stay in place. And where is once I get it on there, and then I'm going to start to wrap it, my twine. I think that should be good enough right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut it and glue that to the back. That's how it looks. And then I'm going to add a ribbon to it. I'm just going to add a small little ribbon to it. Then I'm just going to add a little twine. I think I'll use the other twine. I'm just going to tie that up. I do glue that, I'm going to put some little ducktails on it. Cute. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue it on there. Let's see. It'll work right there. I'm just going to glue this glue over. I'm just going to add a dab of glue. That's it. You don't need a lot of glue to glue this ribbon on there. Then I'm going to press it down. And there, it is done. I love the way this turned out. It looks so cute, so distressed, so farmhouse. This goes perfectly with my kitchen. I love this. It's beautiful, gorgeous. You won't be surprised at things you can DIY with your things you have at home. Sometimes you don't even have to go out and shop. You can be really creative with your things you have at home, you know. Okay, and I hope you guys all enjoyed my video today with these two crafts that I did today, the bee craft and also the farmhouse cutting board. And of course this is only for decor, it's not for use. And if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful, wonderful day. And I want to thank all my subscribers for helping my channel out, all my viewers also. Thank you. Goodbye. See you next time. Bye. Love you guys all.